Hello, everyone. Suzanne Taylor King here for the Productive and Prosperous Entrepreneur Coffee Chat. And woo, am I excited for today? Today, we are here with the amazing, the incredible, the fellow community founder, and my new soul sister in mission and purpose and values, Carolyn Cooper-McQuatt. Welcome, my friend.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited to be here. And the combination of energy between you and me, this is going to be profound and electrifying. And I just thank you for inviting me to come and have a chat with you, because I love your purpose and passion to serve these entrepreneurs and to be prosperous around the world. And we share that same principle and passion.
Yes. I will say that when I was introduced to you, or when someone mentioned you, I thought, oh, sure, I'll meet her. She's doing something similar to me. And we had an epic Zoom conversation that first day that literally felt like, finally, someone gets me.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate you for that.
I felt the same and I resonated on it. I have to be honest with you, for like a few days, because when we meet someone with the same dedication, with the same commitment to serve from our highest self, to know what community, the power of community, and it is like having a conversation with yourself. And it inspired me so much to know that you are doing the same thing, because I know the difference you're making in people's lives, which is the ultimate highest goal, right? So yeah, I love it too.
I love it. Well, Jason, my friend from Facebook, Jason, that I was talking to this morning, is now watching us. Hey, Jason, what's up?
Hey, Jason, nice to meet you.
He's amazing. He is an amazing, I don't even know how to describe his wealth of knowledge. And I love when people pop in. So if you're here live, please say hello in the chat. And if you're joining us on the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay and any questions you might have for myself or Carolyn. All right, let's get into it. Okay. As a busy community founder, you're also a coach like me, which is something more we have in common. Yes. How do you stay focused, productive, and get the most out of every day? What's your secret you want to drop on us?
Well, I have a few, and I'll share them. So the number one thing is knowing my purpose and passion. So I wake up every day, honestly, even my first thought of becoming conscious is in this sense of gratitude. So I look for the pieces of gratitude that I start with, and I list 20. I mean, it starts the day off so good. And I just lay there until I reach the 20. I'm one of those kind of people that spring out of bed in the morning because I'm just so looking forward to the adventures, the people, the learning. I'm an incredible lifelong learner, and I know you are too. And, for me, it's about creating these morning rituals, which I have done for the last couple of years. And it's really served me well in my focus, to be present, to be productive, and to be effective. So that's my first 20 gratitude significant implants into my unconscious mind to start. And then what I move through is I journal in the morning. I call it my sacred insights and truths. And I just allow, it's a free flow, right? And I just listen. I ask questions. I think all of us have this incredible internal voice of wisdom that we need to tap into. And as I get older, I think we get wiser. And
yes,
I write these things and I think, oh my goodness, that's so good. And I use something called Word Flex. It's with Webster's Dictionary. It's an app.
Okay.
I look at words and I think, oh, I want something just a little bit more meaningful and deep here. Okay,
Mm.
so I just put in the word and it expands into all these other words, meaning the same thing. So I just have this blast with myself. I did it this morning. I wrote about resilience because I knew we were going to talk about, productivity and, bouncing back. And resilience is part of that, right?
So true. I think number one skill as an entrepreneur, if I had known, I don't know. I can't even tell. I can't even think of how many years ago, but 1992 was when I started my entrepreneurial journey. And if I had known the word resilient, I've always had a little bit of that, right? But when I learned the definition while studying positive psychology, I learned what to be resilient and to have grit meant. And it literally changed the face of who I am as an entrepreneur, because it allowed me to say, oh yeah, that's what I am. That's how I get so much done. That's how I don't let things get me down. That's how I just keep coming back for more, I guess, right? And if you could bottle productivity, it would have a label on it that says requires resilience.
So I agree 1,000%. I mean, when we get older, we just look back and think, oh, I wish I knew then what I know now.
Yes.
But we're bringing it to you right now. We're bringing it to you because that's the truth. I mean, age creates so much wisdom, and I feel so grateful for that too. And peace of mind. So around resilience, I just came up with this phrase this morning. I come up with things in my journal. So it just to let resilience reign, right? So just let it be the focus of the day. Let it be a part of your day. So when you get taken off track and you feel you're not grounded or focused, just, say that mantra, let resilience reign, and bring yourself back onto the track. Get present in the moment, focused on what you're doing, and just let go of all the distractions or even the thoughts, and your productivity will skyrocket. I promise you, with my heart, soul, and spirit, because we need this focused energy to be successful.
I love that. And you do.
Yeah.
One of the questions I always ask brand new clients, quick, tell me real quick, how many tabs are open on your computer right now? And it is such a good measure.
That's great.
Of where they're at, in regards to their business, meeting with me, and just overall productivity. There's one open on my computer right now, and it's right here, right now, where I'm at.
Yeah.
And what I love about that so much, if your digital life can actually be a measure of where you are personally.
Oh my goodness, that is a profound statement. Write that down. Seriously, I mean, if we're going to look at the younger people nowadays too, they're just on, Instagram and Snapchat all the time too. But to be distracted by technology is slowing down your success process. It's just a fact.
Yeah.
When you get caught up in Facebook, when you start researching too much, which is what a lot of people do, they don't trust themselves. So they think, well, I need to find the answer out there, and I need to research for this hour and that hour, rather than just getting down to it. Just book the StreamYard with one of your clients and do a testimonial. Just get online with your strategic alliance like we're doing right now, because that is taking action. And too many people spend too much time preparing and getting ready when they could put the tire on the road and just go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if that could be the sickness of entrepreneurship, the flu of entrepreneurship that is so contagious and rampant right now, it's that feeling that the answer is out there somewhere for me to find it. Um, every single client I have ever worked with for the past 15 years has spent countless amounts of money and time searching for the person or the guru or the next coach that has the answer of how do I do this? How do I do that? How's it going to work for me? And every single time, and with myself, the answer is right in here.
Agreed.
And spending to get an answer is not going to work until you look inside for that answer. And then having somebody guide you on how to do marketing or sales or a group program, awesome. I'm all for coaching, obviously. But until you find those answers within yourself, you're not going to be successful.
No, and the injustice for me, I mean, we talked about this when we met, which I just absolutely adore and love, is that people don't know who they are, what they stand for in their business, what's most important, what it is that they do that stands out, that people remember, that's unique, that's meaningful, that has impact, that has influence, like all those things. Yeah. We need to know about ourselves as an entrepreneur, because how is anybody else going to know it if I don't? So it's the big exploration of looking in the mirror deeply. I mean, this resilience, I wrote about the strength of character today too, because we need to take a serious look at who we are and acknowledge and appreciate and know and own what those gifts, those talents, that expertise. And that's how I work with my clients too. You and I work with our clients very similarly. You have some different knowledge and expertise, but this is one pool that I dive into, every time, to be honest. Yeah. And it's, to receive the tender, loving care, to be in a safe space with a coach that will listen, that will ask really powerful questions for you to reflect and dig a little bit deeper into understanding this gift you've been given as a business, and to serving from your highest self. The exploration is absolutely glorious. It's the opposite of what you think right now too. And that is the truth. And even if you think I'm not telling the truth, I am telling you the truth, because it's this exploration that's going to create productivity and also success, because you're going to show up and be present with that confidence, with that calm, grounded understanding of the value that you represent.
Yes. I love that. I worked with a coach about 3 years ago who, I won't even say he was a coach. He was a philosopher. And he said, within the first maybe hour of me being involved with his community and his program, and 3-4 years ago, it was a little more primitive than the communities we have today. And he said, wow, you feel like you have energized tranquility.
Ooh.
And I was like, ooh, tell me more about that, please.
That sounds delicious.
And I just felt amazing about it. And I said, what is that? And he said, it's a vibrance, it's a energy, it's a passion with a underlayer of calm, centered, grounded confidence in what you're doing.
I think that could be the most magnificent thing that close to anybody has said to you, because that's your gift.
And it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it in you too.
Yeah, it is mine.
Yeah.
And I feel so honored. And it's been a journey, hasn't it, to get
Oh, yeah.
a very humbling journey, people. And that's
Yes.
part of the journey that you're on too. I just have to tell you, you got to get the courage. You got to step it up. You know, honestly, I mean, I have been an absolute lifelong learner. You know, I'm a PSYCH facilitator, just like you. I've taken my hypnotherapy program, you know, NLP, I love. I mean, all these things help you understand your position and who you are and how you serve. And, you know, it just builds confidence, I think,
Yeah.
this knowledge within ourselves.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of the nicest things anybody ever said to me was that they really respected my moral compass. Isn't that
Oh,
wonderful?
yeah, that's good.
Ooh, I went, pause. Let me just receive this.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that just felt so good to receive. Now, here's the other thing that I've been writing about is this concept of receiving this positivity, receiving this good feedback, because a lot of us deflect it.
Yes.
We don't allow it to permeate, sink in, and land and plant, right? So for me, this concept of receiving is also in the concept of confidence.
I like that spin. And I would say, does it require a inner knowing of yourself and a confidence to truly receive help, a compliment, service, even something so minor as just an introduction to someone else who you might perceive before you meet them as somebody more successful than you, or more making more money than you, or a higher achiever than you, to stay out of comparisonitis
Yes,
and
definitely.
truly receive any of those things. You have to know yourself to the point of having that belief that you have something valuable to add in any situation. It's a confidence, it's an allowing. It's also requires space too.
Yeah.
And if you're so busy, I hate the word busy. I like the word time off. Sorry, I was off today. That's my goal. If someone can't get in touch with me, I don't want it to be because I was busy. I
Nope.
want it to be because I was off today.
Yeah, I was spending time in nature. I was
Yeah.
you know, on a conference. I was, you know, with my family. You know, because there's this illusion. I mean, in our community at the Grand Connection, I talk about this all the time too. There's this illusion that busy is good. It's
Yeah.
not true.
No.
You're distracted in a lot of things that do not create success. It is not focused, productive effort and connection. It's not.
It's not.
So look at where you distract yourself. I mean, I spent years looking at where I distract myself, and I got over myself. And I think that's what everybody needs to do, is get out of your own way.
Well, that's that self-sabotage piece. I talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
And knowing, I give my clients a saboteur assessment that was developed by Sharzad Charmaine. I went through his training program, but I use the assessment for a different reason. I use it so I know how my clients typically self-sabotage. It allows me to be so much more informed as a coach in a shorter amount of time. And when I learned about myself, this journey always starts with self. When I learned that I was a procrastinator, that I was a little bit of a victim, like oh, look at me, poor me, I have so much to do, I'm so busy. Oh, look what happened to me. That type of default. Well, I looked at the two and said, well, I can't be resilient if I have this.
No, no, no.
I need to tackle that. Yeah.
And I had a mentor that taught me that at 18 years old. She called it living above the line. And
How lucky.
I know. The below the line is victim.
Mm-hmm.
And it's doubt.
Or procrastinator, or overwhelm, or
it's blame, gossip, guilt, doubt, fear, all those things that drain our energy are below the line. And everything above the line is energy inspiring. So it increases our energy. So the line is courage.
Good.
Okay. And the next one is willingness and curiosity and wonder. So when I do big things that are stretching out of my comfort zone, look at, this is how I even picture the word in my mind. So fear will not even enter. So I wonder what I'm going to learn, because I'm such a lifelong learner. I wonder who I'm going to meet, to also learn from, be inspired by. And I wonder what the grand adventure is going to be at this, conference, speaking to, 1,000 people or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it really supports me to stay present, grounded, and connected to me. So when we make that decision to be courageous, we just take that first next step. It's just one step where our conscious mind wants to keep us small and not successful.
And stepping back into safety rather than
hiding or whatever. And that's not the truth. I mean, if you've been given this gift, talent, expertise, imagine Suzanne being small. Imagine her not stepping up to lead this community. Imagine the people that would not have this opportunity to learn new information, to be inspired, to be bolder, to be more courageous, to go after their business, to be successful, to support their families. This is big stuff. So to me, that's another one of my daily rituals. I absolutely am 100% committed to not ever allow fear to take control of me. I will guarantee you, anybody who knows me. And so what I do, even if I feel myself even sinking below that line to doubt, even if it's the weather or it's the wrinkles I'm looking at on my face, in my 6th chapter, or whatever it is, and I find myself there for even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I call in a lifeline. I have a few amazing people that say, Carolyn, what's your truth? What are you here to do? Well, I'm here to change the world like you are. Suzanne, I have the same position. And unless I stay focused, above the line, moving forward, taking action, it's not going to happen. And I love it. Why would I stay down there?
Well, I remember years ago when I was a health coach, I learned something about drawing a line in the sand. And, it was in regards to eating. But I took that to basically mean I could become whoever I decided or whatever I decided I wanted if I drew that line in the sand. And it started with something super simple of giving up my Diet Coke problem, which was a huge problem. And I didn't want that problem anymore. So I decided Sue does not drink diet soda. Sue doesn't drink any soda. And it was like this line in the sand moment. And I took on the personality of somebody who does not do that. Now
you made a decision.
Yes. And I will say that community and business and my company, there's been so many times where I had to make decisions like that. Made one yesterday about something I'm doing in my community. And I just said, oh, will they like it? Will they approve of it? Will they? And I was like, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
when you can make decisions or changes, not only is it resilient, but you're setting an example for all of those people that you inspire. And I got something out for my clients today. I wasn't planning on sharing it.
Okay.
I'm big on sharing things on video because I think it like brings to life something. So I was on with a client today who was doubting herself a little bit this morning.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to share something with you, and I'm going to let you borrow this courage from me. And I put this on, and she said, what is that? I said, it's my Spartan medal. And she said, what is that? And I said, this, my friend, is the hardest thing I've ever done physically in my life. But I did it next to a friend who was a great runner and I was a crappy runner. I was a great athlete. Like, we got each other through this.
Wow.
And I want to share this medal with you and say, if I can do this, I can get you through where you're struggling. And I'll lend this to you if it would help. And she thought, so I've done amazing things physically. And I said, I know. So business and goals and social media and organization and all the things is nothing compared to what you've been through as a person.
Yeah.
Marriage, divorce, childbirth, financial problems, whatever. This, if you can do this, you can do anything you set your mind to.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
And I love that because I did exactly the same thing to a woman. I gave her my marathon medal. I ran marathon at 52. I gave it to her. Same reason exactly. Absolutely same reason. And the truth is, for each other here, the example, the truth is, I always say I have a lot of faith. If you really want to borrow some of mine, I'm happy to give you some.
Yeah.
Because I truly believe in a really positive future. I have massive amounts of faith in any situation that comes. But what you did there was woke her up to the translation of the physical to her business. So now she's going to walk away and think about and percolate how she can translate that within her business.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so good. I just love the way you serve too. It's just so beautiful and from the heart.
Yeah.
I mean, same with me. And nothing's better, almost,
Yeah. Well, I think it's about, my other word I use all the time is prosperity. And, I used to feel as though the words abundant, prosperous, secure, that they all had to do with money. And I had someone adjust my thinking on that a long time ago. And when I finally understood that they weren't in relation, those words weren't in relation to the money, the dollars in your bank account, I was able to look at life and say, oh my gosh, I'm prosperous because I move forward with hope every damn day. Every day. I move forward, you move forward. And with that, you're unstoppable when you can do that.
Well, absolutely. And I have 2 dogs. They're
I hear them
day right now. So just to let you know, when we're on these live shows, we have a life too. So, yep. they're better now. So that's the way it is. And the truth is, prosperity is what you value most. It's what's most important to you. And, in the last few years for myself, I've been blessed with financial prosperity, which is wonderful. Yet, when you have that, you have to look at other areas of your life too, in how you can increase your prosperity, which, prosperity is abundance. You're right. Yeah. So what do I need more of? Well, maybe I need more self-care, which is where I've gone in the last couple of years, and it's changed my life. Mm-hmm. And so it's, maybe it's prosperity for you is spending more time with your family, quality time, and connecting together and creating, fun experiences that are memories. Maybe it's that, maybe it's, running 3 mastermind groups that you're serving from your highest self, and that your prosperity is this confidence that you're showing up to make a difference in these people's lives, like whatever that is. Yeah. But prosperity is not just dollars and cents. No, it's not. Well, I love this so much. Me too. Now let's talk a little bit about your community. Oh, I'd love to. And I would love to know what you're currently most excited about within your community. Okay. And then we'll talk a little bit about our collaboration that we're working on, which I'm really excited about. So the community is called the Grand Connection. And, when COVID hit, I was standing at the Grand Canyon, but beside my strategic alliance, who's a marketer. And I just had this divine download that we had to create a community to help these people because they wouldn't know how to navigate online. She's been online since 1992. And I said, I can host it. I've led many communities in the past. I love community. So we started this thing called the Grand Connection. We served for a year. Mm-hmm. It had no membership. And we decided our model is we have expert speakers from around the world that come each month. We have themes each month. This month is collaboration through community. So, and January was productivity, and February was technology. So each month builds on itself. So we're here as stewards to bring the wisest people so businesses can learn. That's what I feel. And, my benefit is meeting all these fabulous people. We just had the conversation before we got on here. And I love, connecting with wise, purposeful, passionate leaders. This month we have Stu McLaren, who is Mr. Tribe. Love. Who he's amazing about community. So I just keep inviting these people and they say yes. And we have a community that's based on these 3 core values: connect, create opportunities, and collaborate. And all on the premise of grand giving. So to serve first and then receive. So I love our community. We've attracted 35 countries, lots of people. We have events every week, just like you. But when I met you and you told me about your community, we have exactly the same shared values. And, your people to meet our people at this mixer on March 30th. So what we're doing is we are bringing our community to meet Suzanne's community, and we're going to have breakouts. You can meet each other. You can connect. We're going to have an amazing discussion about this concept of collaboration through community, because you and I both know that a lot of people don't naturally intrinsically know how to navigate, how to collaborate. So to me, collaboration is everything, and community is too. Community can solve every single problem you have within yourself personally and within your business. Because when you have a team around you, whether it's one person or whether it's 5 or 8 strategic alliances that are in your court to support you, to guide you, to encourage you, your business can absolutely transform in no time. So it's I love community. It
I
has.
love you so much. I just, I don't even know what to say, except it's like you're speaking with my brain. I think the fear that a lot of people have about collaborating with a like mind is that, oh, they're going to take from me. And I think that holds a lot of people back from the incredible conversation that we had the first time we met, the conversation we're having today, the thing we're doing, bringing our communities together for a networking event. That fear that you're going to lose something prevents so many people from doing what we're doing. And if we could be an example of that, the values of my community could literally be copied and pasted onto your community and vice versa.
Yeah.
There's so many similarities.
I mean, from the small groups and within the bigger, I mean, there's so much. And I didn't know that you'd done any of that. And we have created over the last 3 years. So, I mean, there's so many parallelisms, but
yes,
the message that I really want to get across to people is there is no competition ever. So thinking that there is an illusion, because someone can do exactly the same as you. They will not do it exactly the same as you, is the truth. You may think they do, they don't. So their ideal clients are different than yours, because each business is unique and has different expertise and avenues of strengths. And so, I mean, collaboration in marketing, collaboration in referring business back and forth together. I have coaches that have basically the same, description as I do, very similar, yet they send me business. And when I meet someone and I know that I am not the perfect fit for them, I send them over there. So it's a matter of looking at your belief system about collaboration and letting it go if you have any obstacles, barriers, challenges, or anything in the way. So it's truly making that courageous decision to move above the line and have a willingness and an open-mindedness to discover the possibilities, because they are there. I guarantee you, with my life, I see it every week of my existence. And it's really exciting to me because, when you come together, it's way better. Do you think I'm having a good time right now? Yes, I am. This would never happen unless I had this mindset. So do it, go for it. And come to the event March 30th, because
Thank you for having that mindset. Thank you for being like-minded. One of my teachers a long time ago told me that as humans, we gravitate towards people that are like us. Just like lions hang out with lions and tigers hang out with tigers, right? And thank you for being one of those people for me. It's really impactful to know that somebody else is out there with these ideas and this vision for a community and the things that you are doing and the value that you're providing for your community is incredible. So our event, March 30th, and it's in my community, the Idea Lab for Entrepreneurs. It's in the Grand Connection, and we're posting it, we're sharing it. We will make sure that the link is in the comments of this video, because right now we're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. It will go out to all of my subscribers as well as Carolyn's subscribers. And we're just really excited to pull this event together and make it amazing for everybody that's there.
And I just wanted to pause at one last seed here. Now, even if you're curious, even if you're thinking, this sounds slightly interesting, like just a little bit interesting, just come Just come and experience. It's very safe. The breakout rooms, are a very safe breakout room. We'll guide you in the breakout room. You'll be able to introduce yourself. And you know what? You just may meet another business that you could collaborate with, like us, to do a summit, do a workshop, to put a program together for your clients and their clients. I mean, the opportunities are endless right now because we live in a global marketplace. So just know that and just register and come. You can attend for free. So what is there to lose? A little bit of time, but I guarantee you will meet some fabulous folks and also have some opportunities to collaborate after.
I love it. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for joining me on the Productive and Prosperous Entrepreneur Show today. And TFBY, as my son says, thanks for being you. I appreciate you. I appreciate our grand connection. And I appreciate the idea lab that we have when we get together. Wow, this is really fun. So thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate it. And have an awesome day today.
Thank you so much. And you too. And, just, back at you, girl. Thank you for inviting me.
Received.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
See you on the 30th, everybody.
All right.
Bye.